Alright, YouTube, don't block my video. It's my XM radio playing in the background. I do pay for the right to listen to it. So I guess in a sense I do own some portion of the rights to the music, I don't know. This video is for educational purposes only, so please don't block it. But, till I get to my point here, been working past couple of days getting this engine bay prepped for paint. I finally got it all done. Got the biggest part of the mess cleaned out of the shop here. Been spending a couple hours doing that. Blew the biggest part of the dirt out of the car. Got to move that hood out of here because I don't need overspray all over it, because when I paint all of that, there's going to be a lot of overspray. But that damn header there has been a pain in my butt ever since I got this car. As you can see, it goes through the torsion bar goes through it. So if any of you know anything about Mopars, removing that torsion bar is really no bundle of joy, and I'm not going to mess with it. So I just have to move it back and forth and paint around it. And, unfortunately, probably going to use a lot of tape just to wrap around that header so I can keep it nice and tight and not have paper getting in the way. But the plans are, I'm going to tape this off right above that body line all the way across it. I'm going to paint up to this. That way I can paint all this and the cowl panel all at the same time. At first I thought about just painting down here, and I was going to tape over this. Then I got to thinking, well, up underneath there's always some little cracks and crevices and something that's kind of hard to get to in sand. So I don't want to paint it and then tape it and pull tape off and then possibly pull paint off with it. So, because when paint is not cured good, it's not really bonded yet. So I'm just going to go ahead and paint it all at once, all the way up to here, and then put the hood on it, and the fenders and all that stuff, and I'm going to fine line it right down in there someplace. I may see how far the rubber seal comes across. I can't remember. I think the rubber seal stops somewhere right in there. If the rubber seal went all the way across it, I'd just tape it right down in the bottom of that corner. But I don't think it does, so I'm just going to fine line it right down there. It'd be just like if it was at a body shop getting painted. So that's about it. Like I mentioned in one of the other videos, I'm going to blow paint back about so far here, maybe a little further. And then whenever we're done painting it, I'm going to put undercoating off underneath there, get all that covered. So yeah, climbing in and out of this puppy is going to be fun, because I'm short, and I'm only 5'6", and I got the front of this car jacked up already, so it's kind of a pain to get in and out of there. Just going to go at it like I did the trunk, I guess. Who knows, I may step down in there and get all this stuff back up in there painted good first. I got to get sealer on it all first and work my way out of it. Have the sealer on it and let the sealer dry. And then the trick with this 5311 sealer from Tamco is you cannot wait more than 1 hour before you put any base on it. If you wait more than an hour, the window closes up and you lose adhesion. So I got to make sure I get the base coat on there within an hour, because the base coat I'm using, they say you have 7 days. Realistically, I wouldn't want to wait more than 24 hours. That's just my personal opinion. But I've got that big mess of stuff sanded. I'm tired of sanding it. My fingers are sore with all them cracks and crevices and bumps and everything. It's a lot of real estate. Honestly, Honestly, I think I could sand this whole car. Well, not the whole car, just both quarter panels, both doors, and both fenders in the same amount of time that it took me to sand all inside the engine bay, up underneath the transmission tunnel up to where the 4-pin meets it. I sanded part of the frame rails all the way back down where the torsion bars go. I'm going to blow paint back in that area. I've got all of this sanded out here, all the bottom of the radiator support sanded. If any of you are wondering about the K-member on this, the customer did ask me about painting it. And it was really dirty and greasy to begin with, but over a year of me stepping on it and dust and everything else, that's got a bunch of crap off of there that was on it. But I told her that realistically, if you take this off and you want it painted, you have to take it all apart to paint everything. And then if you take it all apart, you got all these grommets and rubber bushings and suspension parts. You might as well put new ones on there. So, and I told her in the beginning, I said $1,600 to take it out, take it all apart, get it down to bare metal, put some satin black paint on it, and then I would have to reset the torsion bars and all that jazz on there. And I wasn't really looking forward to doing that. And so, long story short, she asked me if I took it out, if she could do it. And I reminded her, well, you still got to buy one parts. Do you want to do that? I think I said a while ago, $1,600 was the labor I was going to charge, and plus materials. And she tried to talk me down, so I said $1,200 was my bottom dollar. I couldn't do it for any cheaper, because I honestly just didn't want to do it. And I talked to a few people, and they thought that was more than a fair price. But I think I looked it up, and just the suspension parts, buying to put everything on it, parts alone was going to be, I think, $450 to $500 just for the parts. And then you got to pay someone to put it together and have it aligned and all that good jazz. So, all said and done with paint materials and everything, I mean, this could have been possibly a $2,500 to $3,000 job pulling that K-member out, painting it, and rebuilding it. So that is why it is not getting painted. I just thought I'd share that part. But anyway, I got to splice 2 videos together here because I went over my 5-minute limit to doing ultra 4K video. But I got her all cleaned out. Unfortunately, tomorrow the temperatures are going to be like, I think 39 degrees or maybe 49. So I think Wednesday we're supposed to be back in the mid-50s. So I'm going to come out here Tuesday. I think that's Wednesday next week I'm talking about, if I can remember, because today is Tuesday. So anyway, I don't want to tape it up now because the tape will come loose and everything else by the time I get ready to paint it. So gotta watch the weather, wait for a warm day, come out here the day before and get it all masked up, and come out first thing in the morning and get some paint on it. And then who knows, I may prep them fenders, edge the fenders in over on the other side of the shop over here. At the same time I paint this, that way the fenders and the engine bay can be drying, and then when it's all dry, I'll put it all together. Need to put the hood on it first, and the reason why I say that is I want to make sure the hood gap is right square where it needs to be with the cowl there, and then get my gap right here lined up with the door. And I can open the hood up, set the fenders on there, and then get all the front end square. I gotta put that balance in there, gotta put the hood latch brace and all that stuff in it. And then I gotta ask the customer if she wants it blacked out there in areas where the headlight goes. So that's it for this video. We're approaching 10 minutes now. Dropped my air blower. So as always, things to share with you, help you out. Leave a thumbs up. If you've got any questions, be sure to ask. I'll answer them. Subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching.